What is up guys, EVR Benner here, back at it again for another video, and today I am bringing you F1 2017 career mode. Now this will be my career mode, so basically it's obviously going to be my driver, and as we're here picking our helmet, just got a few ideas, but I kind of just wanted to go with the first one, but anyway it's there. So as you see, nothing really changed from 2016 in terms of helmet changes. Practically the same. Well, they are the same helmets, so nothing new there. Just kind of finding a new idea to try and find for obviously this season. Now I will be making a change maybe during the season, so do watch out for that. Probably guess. So rocking out with the 28 number, that is just the number I've always gone with, even with league racing, and as you see there, it's got my name, obviously Ben Swain, that is my name. So yeah, as I'm pretty sure it's just typing, obviously it doesn't show the keyboard, sick. So yeah, there we go, that's our driver for this season. So as we go into the career mode just about now, if it does, probably not, but so yeah, we're gonna be the whole season. It's gonna be a long one, this one, because obviously it's the first episode, so there's a lot to go through. So yeah, so we have all the teams, so Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, Williams, so Force India, Renault, Toro Rosso, Haas, McLaren and Sauber, but we are going with Renault. So as we choose our teammate, we are not going with Palmer, I'm just saying right there. Yeah, so we'll go with Nico Hulkenberg. And full qualifying, 50%, and 105 AI, which ultimate. And also I'm running simulation damage, just because why not? It's career mode, it's should have realistic. So yeah, I'll leave you this here.
Yes, and I respect that, but my client has a championship to contest, so if you want our participation, I'm afraid the concessions are mandatory. Yes, that's fine. Get back to me when you can. Goodbye. No one ever just signs the contract. Anyway, thanks for coming by on such short notice. I just needed to cover a couple of quick things with you before you race. Firstly, as requested, there's a copy of your contract. It's a rolling deal. However, the team reserves right of termination if you fail to meet performance standards. You're second driver for now, but work hard, hit your targets, and I'll be able to sweeten the deal. I'm also looking to get you into some invitational events throughout the season. The experience and exposure from these will be great for your image. Plus, you'll get to drive some nice historic cars. Now then, go get ready for the next session, and good luck.
So as we get into the main hub, really, this is where we'll be spending most of our time. As you see, we've got the principal there, and as we open up the computer, kind of just similar to the 2016, got a driver there with rivalry. We haven't got a rival yet, and then we've got this bit, the engine management. So we've got all the parts. So you got MGUK, and there's 4, but obviously during the season we might need an extra one, which we'll get penalty for. And then we've got the gearbox here, so we'll be the same as the others, got 4 of those. And then obviously we got the allocation for this weekend, which I didn't even get to choose, so I guess that's what we're rocking out with. And then we've got the tutorials, but we don't need them because we are we don't need them. So so yeah, let's just I think we should get into our first taster of F1 2017 career mode.
Join the action in what is sure to be an interesting practice session here in Melbourne. It's not long until we get the session underway and we'll have some cars appearing out on the track. I'm here with Anthony Davidson once again. Nice to see you, Ant, and I wanted to ask you about how you go about improving the car over the course of a practice session. How much would you say is already known from the pre-race simulations, and how much do you have to do, how much do you have to work on with a real car on a real circuit?
Well, that's a good question, Crofty, and I suppose the simple answer is that there's no such thing as too much information. As you say, the bigger teams have very complex simulations, vast numbers of clever people crunching the numbers back at base, but what they can't tell you is stuff like how the track condition's going to be, or what the temperature's going to be doing over the course of the day, and how all of that's going to be interacting with the tyre. There are so many millions of tiny variables involved in getting these cars around a racetrack quickly, but the computer can't tailor the car to a driver's specific balance requirements. At some point, you still need to put a human being in there and have them feel it through the seat of their pants. And that's why we end up with different drivers having different setups. So what I'm trying to say is, Crofty, nothing beats on-track testing.
So as we're on our first little test thing, so I'm pretty sure this one is the fuel saving one, I'm pretty sure. This was supposed to be the hardest. Oh no, this is track acclimatization, I think that's what it is. I probably mispronounced it, apologies, but yeah, so this is just the run, pretty simple, but with the Renault I found it was really quite understeery, so that's what we're going to need to develop through upgrades. I really need to work on that chassis aerodynamics, so yeah, that's something I've got to really think about, because it's actually quite bad, quite dramatic, really quite struggling through corners, especially through like really quick corners, as we come through the left right soon, you'll notice that we get quite a bit of understeer. We have to go down the gears a lot more than what we should, going down to 5th, and normally I would go in 6th, so you can notice that we are lacking downforce, and so that's something we need to work on, which is all good, because it makes the season a bit more interesting. And through here as well, another corner where it's quite hard to go through, and then so we go through the final corner. We are just about finished the thing, and we forgot to open DRS. That's a green, so yeah, that's pretty tragic, but yeah, again, purple, that's good for us. So yeah, that's gonna be R&D points for us. So as we go on to, I think this is the fuel saving one, and this was an absolute pain. I did have to do this quite a few times, but this is the one where I got it just perfect. I will let you know that I haven't shown all the tests. These are just a couple. I will let you know that I didn't do the time management because it was just near above impossible to do, just to get like purple or even green. It was really finding it hard, so I just gave up. It wasn't major, but yeah, so as you can see here, I found at the first part of the lap you really got just to lift off and short shift to get the maximum of fuel saving. Then towards the end you kind of just you can short shift your way through without having to lift off, and mainly just about this is the last bit I probably lift off. So as we go through there, look at the fuel is almost a purple, and that's what I really was aiming for. I really wanted that purple, because I'm not I always want the maximum points that we can get. So as we go through here, just really taking it easy, and we're still up on the lap, so it's all good. And look at there, we're already in the purple, which is excellent for us. Lock up there, going a bit wide, but and it shouldn't really mind. As we go through here, fuel going all the way back up into purple, almost dipping into green, as it's slowly going into the green, and it will be a purple, which is good for us. So yeah, that is just a few a couple that I'm showing. And as we come to the end of practice, we are 10th. And we had on ultras, and we were still slower than Hulkenberg. I'm done. I give up. I'm tragic at the game. Yeah. Oh god. Oh no. But I will admit, I'm on a wheel. I'm not on a pad, so give me a break. I'm not used to F1 on the wheel, so get wrecked, all those haters. But yeah, it should be interesting to see how the AI work. I've played the beta and they were a bit tragic, so hopefully they haven't improved. But yeah, let's get into the cutscene.
Ah, you got my message. Perfect. Welcome to home away from home. We get more real-time data from the factory now than ever before, and it all comes through here. So I have to spend more time checking over the reports and less time hunting you down in the hospitality suite. And to that end, Sorry, just a sec. Yeah, Chris, is this important? I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Right. Well, that makes no sense. Have Sarah reset the simulation and run it again. Okay. Sorry about that. As I was saying, we've set up a desk for you at the front here. You can get onto the network from your laptop, so make sure to check the R&D screen regularly. And let us know how you want to use the data that we've collected over the weekend and through the practice programs. Also, bear in mind that the news from the factory won't always be good. Sometimes tests fail, like you've seen just now. And when that happens, we have to divert additional resources to fix it. C'est la vie, I'm afraid.
So as you saw there, we just met Chris. He is our engineer, I think, R&D person, and look at all the points we get. So they're all the R&D points we get, and we got 2,750, which is all right for us. So as we open the laptop now, you've seen all this stuff. You get the menus, all the upgrades we have, and look at this. The R&D tree looks bit intimidating, but it really isn't, to be honest. It's not that hard. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like, you know, you've got the parts that, and they show how much it'll improve the car. So, you know, really, the my goal was to get reliability and then start with stuff. So I see there just making some upgrades with the powertrain. And then I'm pretty sure we did go for, we go into aerodynamics eventually. And we do start with the front wing, I believe. But yeah, I think, you know, this should help us. We won't get it straight away. It's not like 2016, we get it next weekend. It's not like that. You get it a couple of weeks after. So maybe we'll probably get it at around Bahrain, I reckon, not China, because they are pretty big upgrades. But hopefully, I generally don't think this it won't. It depends on if it'll be a big upgrade or not. I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably next video take a bit more time to look at the stuff and see what big of a difference it makes. But yeah, there's got Jenny here, not Jenny. What am I on about? Oh, Emma Jenkins. That's it. Not Jenny Emkins. Oh God, for God's sake. So as our rival is Nico Hulkenberg. Sick. Wasn't expecting that at all. Not at all.
Hi, it's Emma. Your qualifying goals came up in the board meeting this morning. Here's what to expect.
So as you just heard there's our goals, and we have to qualify 11th and beat Hulkenberg now. Wow, that's going to be a big job, not gonna lie, for us. So I think we should get into qualifying. So yeah, let's get into it.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. This is the kind of track that eats rear tyres for breakfast, or so I'm told by more experienced drivers than myself.
Lots of low-speed exits means the rears are in for a lot of punishment. It's all too easy to spin them up coming out of a corner too aggressively. It might look great for us as spectators, as we love to see a car driven beyond its limits, but it's not going to result in a great long-run pace.
Here we are on our this is our last lap, because we bottled it. We lost it, and so yeah, this is our final run. Probably the scruffiest lap I've ever done in my life, but oh well. So as we go on the lap now, going into turn 1, you've got to pick out the braking board and then hit the apex there. Probably cut there. Oh well, it's career mode. Let's just go on with it. We will not get penalised. So as we go into turn 3, we're heavy braking there and clipping the apex there, getting a bit of oversteer as well, which is not good, and then getting the apex there. It's a bit of corn cutting, you know, got to get those times. So as we end the first sector, we are currently green, which is good, as the check flag is waved. We cannot do another lap, so this is the lap. So as we go into turn, God knows what, I've lost it already. So but yeah, coming to the end of the second sector, we are still green. Don't know, is that, I think we're like 2 temps up or something like that, 3 temps. Left, right, really quick section. We managed to hook it up pretty well actually. So that was good, and we're going, oh god, we're going red. Oh god, we got into the red. You know it's gonna be a bad lap when you're in the red. So we're still in the green luckily, and we're popping into the red. This is not good. Yep, see, right. So as we come through the final corner, a bit really tentative, and we got bad exit as well. So this is not going to be a good lap. I know it straight up. This is not going to be a good lap. And we get, oh god, what is it going to be? P16. Oh, for God's sake, we didn't even make it to Q2. Oh, this is going to be tragic. And as we see there, Lewis Hamilton on pole, I think that was. So that's good to see. But we got ahead of Alonso, so I think that's good myself. But yeah, let's see what happens. And as we see there, there's some points, I guess, some RD points. I don't understand how we're going to get any points when we get 16th, but oh well. And as we see there, Hulkenberg is slightly ahead of us in the rivalry, but hopefully we can change that up in the race. We've got a bit of work to do, and that reputation is going down as we speak. This is not going well. As
Hi, guess who? I've seen the team's expectations
got
for the race,
Emma
so I thought I'd pass them on and wish you
speaking.
luck. Take care.
So our race goals is 13th, and to beat Hulkenberg. So yeah, this is end of the formation lap. Starting on the softs. Hopefully we can get far and then go on the ultras and then to the end. So that is the goal. And yeah, so this is going to be pretty hectic. Don't forget we're on simulation damage, so we've got to be pretty careful if we want to survive Australia. Oh god, this is going to be terrible. So as we have 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and now 5 lights. Lights out and away we go. MyCareer has started, and we get a pretty, well, look at that, we're just on our own. Pretty good start, I guess. And we go around the outside of Kvyat and it doesn't work. He's just got absolute traction of glory. So I think we've got to stick it down the inside, and we've lost our front wing. That isn't good. That isn't what we wanted. And I think we restart. I'm not letting that happen. So we have 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. lights out and away we go again, and we get a better start. So don't forget, I apologise for the tragic judgment. I lost my front wing, but I didn't want to leave it just there. We had to restart, so forgive me there. So Alonso is just gone round on us, but look at that straight line. Look at that straight line speed, amazing. So we're going to dive up the inside of everyone. We've got past Hulkenberg, so that's a good start. So we're currently in a good position, but already there's a bit of a gap between me and Grosjean, so we've got to try and minimise that as best as possible. So you know, we're gonna just try to get that, because there's a bit of a train, so we can definitely close it up. So as we brake late as possible into this little tricky section in a sense, not that tricky, pretty easy section. So as we come to the end of the second sector, we are in 12th place. We're going a bit wide, so that's going to compromise our exit, and luckily there we are just losing time already, just because of how bad it was. And we tapped Grosjean because of Stroll. Stroll, oh god. So we've lost our end plate. We need to pit. Obviously we're not going to survive without an end plate, so we won't go in. Stroll bottling it. And then I think that was a Toro Rosso, I think. No, it was Ocon, I'm pretty sure. He had to brake to avoid Stroll, and then Grosjean the longitudinal effect, and then I obviously hit Grosjean. So yeah, this is going to turn out to be a pretty long race, I have to say so myself. So yeah, we forget to even accelerate, so that's a good start. So as we skip to lap 5, we managed to bottle it into the gravel. This race is going so tragic. We are so tragic. This is my first day playing the game. Yes, I played the beta, but that is not the point. The cars actually have changed a bit. They are a bit different actually. So yeah. So give me a break. Lap 7, and Bottas is out of the race. So this is interesting. So this is on view with Kimi, and yeah, it's just an engine failure. So that's promoted Kimi into first place. And as we skip to lap 9, Ericsson is out of the race. So as we see here, Ericsson's just going round, and he just pulls off to the inside, and yeah, it must have been a mechanical failure. So something must have failed on the car, which can happen. So yeah, oh god, lap 17, we've bottled it, and so this is lap 17, and Verline's behind us in the Sauber, and if we get overtaken by the Sauber, I'm just gonna die. So let's try and not. And as you can see, we've had a tragic race. Had no one around us. This is like the first time we've had near a battle. So but sadly it's with a Sauber, which is a bit embarrassing, but what can you do when you lost your end plate at the start of the race? So so as we go to the penultimate corner now, try and get it slowed down and get a good exit, and then we've got to line it up. I have lost my words today. And so yeah, he's going to be in our slipstream. We've got to defend it. We're going to just stick to the outside, because he's not going to make a move, as he doesn't. And I don't know who that is. There's a Stroll in front of us, and we've lost the car. And that is it for us. We have crashed out, and oh my god, I flipped. I just got fed up from there. So as you see there, nice glitches with the replay. So GG Codemasters. Yeah, just really got on the traction, got on the curbs, and yeah, span out, and yeah, see, sick. So that's the end for us. Yeah, so yeah, my driver looks happy, he looks pretty fine, just puts the visor down, yeah, sick. Yeah, that's pretty gutting to say the least, but what else can you do? So as Marco, no, it's not Marco, yeah, that guy, I've lost it. I can't remember his name. And Kimi won again. Oh, for God's sake. It gets worse. It gets worse. Kimi wins every race. Oh, I'm done. Alright, so Kimi won the race. Lewis in second, which is not bad. Felipe Massa in a solid 5th, I think that is. So that's good for the Brazilian. And Max in 3rd, which is very good for the Red Bull. So the top 3 teams basically on the podium, which is good to see. But the Iceman, yet again, somehow he's smiling, which I don't think that's realistic either. Yeah, he wouldn't be celebrating like that either. So the realism in this game is just top notch, you know. Really is top notch. So as we've got the results there, Kimi winning, and then we've got Hamilton in 2nd, Verstappen in 3rd, Ricciardo in 4th, Vettel in 5th, Massa in 6th, Grosjean in 7th, Hulkenberg in 8th, Perez 9th. Yeah. Onwards. I've lost my words. I can't. I'm just going. Yeah, you see there. So Bottas and Ericsson have retired from that race, including me as well. So yeah, I think that's gonna be tragic for everyone.
Is this the one?
Indeed it is. And this is Jonathan. He's going to let you drive some of his cars.
Well, not quite my cars, per se. It's a mere detail. You know, I'd really rather be down there racing them myself, to be honest. I'm actually quite handy behind the wheel, but it's the downforce, those lateral Gs, you know? The old neck can't really handle it. So I need a pro. That's where you come in. We run in a bunch of events throughout the year. Time trials, races, all sorts. And I have it on good authority that you have the ability and temperament to do well in these. Make our business look good, and most importantly, bring the cars back in one piece. So consider this a formal invitation. I'll see you at the track.
Now, if you'd just like to step into my office, I'd like to go over those contracts.
So as you see there, we got Jonathan giving us an invite to his one of his classic cars events. We go with Pursuit, and but as you saw as well that we are losing the rival challenge with Hulkenberg. What a shock! So yeah, we this is the one place where we can at least have a chance of winning something. And probably the only win we're going to get this season, unless we win another classic event. So yeah. So as we get on, our goal is to finish in 1st place. Well, it definitely is. So we're in the Renault. Kind of works actually because you know, we're in a Renault now. So yeah. So we've got 3 lights. 4 lights and 5 lights, and away we go. And the traction is pretty good actually. So the car actually is so good around here. So as we go into turn 1, redone turn 1, it's got a little of a bank. So actually pretty nice corner to go through now. So go through here, really just absolutely pushing my arse off, just trying to go through every corner as fast as possible. So let's go through the rights and the lefts, and yet again, just absolutely flooring it. And then we'll go through the cutting off the rest of the circuit, basically just the whole first sector and then the last straight. So we've done with lap 2 already. So we need to pick up the pace if we're gonna win this event. So we're going into turn 1, absolutely diving it into turn 1, just losing the back end, and really trying to fight with the car because we're just being so aggressive, just trying to push and push, and we're going around the outside. We get the hand of rage, but we get a warning. I mean, not really that bothered, to be honest, because the AI ain't that great, so it was a pretty fair move. He didn't crash out, and we've already caught up to the other two, the McLaren MP23, I want to say. I could be wrong. I think it's no, it's the MP13, I think. So yeah, so we've overtook the McLaren. Now we've got to get past the Ferrari around the outside, and it's the last lap as well. And as you see there, we've got the other McLaren. We're going round the outside, and we have got first place. Can we hold on to it? That is the other thing, because we are not good with holding stuff. So as we go through here, the last corner, we get a good exit, and we have won, and it's the only thing we're gonna win. So yeah, pretty good with that, and yeah, it's pretty cool actually, the Renault. So yeah, we passed the goal, we finished first. Don't think we can exceed the goal, so I guess that was really all we're gonna get. So yeah, pretty good, cool first episode, I feel. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. But as you see there, we got some career score. But that is going to be the end of the first episode. If you liked it, give it a like. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button, because we're almost at 100 subs. And I really want to get to that 100. So that'll mean the world to me. So yeah, I'll leave it here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.